Free the land on another great day of resistance. Today we honor the birthday of Black nationalists, one of the first advocates of reparations, one of the first freedom fighters for repatriation back to Africa, one of the first advocates of a new African nation in Africa. We salute today Henry McNeal Turner, who was born in South Carolina on this day. The great Henry McNeal Turner would later on move to Georgia. He was a descendant of royalty of the Mandingo tribe of West Africa. When he got to Georgia, he became one of the first black politicians in the House of Representatives. Henry McNeal Turner was one of the first advocates for an independent nation, and he argued with the United States that they should pay us reparations and give us territory. The first territory that he advocated for us to be moved to was Haiti. The second territory that he advocated for us to move to was the United States of America set out land in New Mexico. He argued to the United States that if they couldn't provide one of those two spaces for us to move to, he then argued to the United States to provide reparations for us to move back to Africa. He would later on become one of the first leaders that they appointed to the Freedmen's Bureau. One of the most important documents that he authored that you should check out was the African Letters, where it talked about where he went to Africa on 4 different trips to Sierra Leone, South Africa, and Liberia to argue for a space that Africans in America could move back to Africa. One of the most important things he documented in the African Letters was his meeting with the king of the Ashanti, King Kobina, who was captured by the English and exiled to Sierra Leone. In those important diplomatic discussions, he was negotiating for land in Ashanti land that Africans in America could move back to. King Kobina would later on tell Henry McNeal Turner, when will his children come back to Africa? Speaking on Africans in America, when would they return back to Africa? He would later tell Henry McNeal Turner, who was under torture to sign away his land in the Ashanti Kingdom to the English, that he would not sign away his land. He would give up his land to the Africans in America before he let the English take his land. When things didn't work out with the African trips, he would later come back to the United States of America, where he would continue to advocate and push black nationalism, where he later on would argue with the United States of America that they should provide territory for Africans in America to start their own black nation in the United States of America somewhere. So we send salutations out to the great ancestor, Henry McNeal Turner, reparationist, land liberationist. May his revolutionary spirit live forever. Free the land by any means necessary.